So, guys, I'm still thinking about that one scene we saw from One Piece chapter 1041 last week, in which the Goros say the world government is telling that one CPO member that he has to take down Luffy in some type of way. And that just made me think, like, if the Gorosei is having the CPO members switch from capturing Robin, because we all know how important Robin is, if they're telling the CPO member to stop focusing on Robin and go after Luffy, you know Luffy's going to be some type of huge threat when Wano ends. So in today's video, I want this to be a short discussion video where you and I discuss the possibilities of Luffy being such a huge threat after Wano to the world government, because as we know, Luffy's been doing insane stuff throughout the entire storyline so far, from all the way to Alabasta, um, Enies Lobby, Marineford, Dressrosa, even Whole Cake Island. Luffy's been doing so much stuff that's starting to catch the eyes of the world government. And if Luffy succeeds in defeating Kaido and freeing the country of Wano, making it his territory like he did Fishman Island, it's gonna create a whole new, like, whole buzz around the One Piece world. Like, I can just see the reactions from everybody. Like Kainu, Garp, Sengoku, the past warlords, etc. It would be amazing. So, anyway, let's dive right on with the discussion video. So, as we saw in chapter 1041, the world government, the Gorosei, they tell this CPO member, the only CPO member that's still around because everyone else has been defeated by the allies at Wano. They're telling this guy to be like, hey, stop focusing on Robin. Yeah, like we know how important Robin is, but you need to find a way to defeat Luffy, or at least defeat Kaido, one to two, because they're noticing something with Luffy in Wano. They're seeing how dangerous this man is becoming. The fact that he keeps coming back to face Kaido, the world government is realizing that if Luffy is able to beat Kaido, because they found out that Kid and Law beat Big Mom. They beat Big Mom, so they're realizing that if these rookie pirates are able to beat these pirates, these Yonkos that have been around for decades, it's gonna create a whole whole buzz, a whole storm after Wano about, like, hey, these guys have only been around for a few years, have beaten these two pirates that have been around since Whitebeard, Odin, and Roger's era. Like, it'll be huge news. So it just makes you think Luffy's really gonna be a huge player after Wano, because let's discuss about all the major stuff that Luffy has done so far in the storyline that's made him such a big threat to the world government and to the Gorosei. So let's first start off with Alabasta. So we all know what Luffy did at Alabasta. He took down a warlord. So much that Smoker and the world government, they had to cover up that story of a pirate beating one of their warlords, because they don't want the world finding out that one of their warlords did this crazy stuff at Alabasta. So that ended up being covered up. Then we saw what Luffy did at Enies Lobby. You know, starting a whole war against the world government to ensure that Robin is safe. Then we go to Marineford, where Luffy is trying to save his brother Ace from being captured by the world government. And not just that, the world government finding out that Luffy is the grandson of Garp, him being the son of the most wanted man on the planet, Monkey D. Dragon. And it just created more interest in wanting to capture Luffy. And then we go to the time skip, what we seen from Luffy in the time skip, for example, Dressrosa, where this time Luffy beat another one of the world government's warlords. And in this time, unlike the crocodile incident, this incident did not get covered up because of Fujitora. Good old Fujitora, he revealed to the world government that, hey, one of your warlords was doing this messed up thing for years, enslaving these people, transforming them into toys, having them lose their memories, all of that, just enslaving the people of Dressrosa the King, etc. What he did to Viola, all that. That was not covered up. It was revealed to the world government, and it made the world government look like crap, because, hey, y'all are the world government. Y'all should be knowing what your warlords are doing, because they work under you. They're under you. You should know what they're doing. And so by Luffy defeating Doflamingo, it just made everything go worse for the world government, because now that people are realizing that, hey, some of these pirates might not have like that type of bad intention, even though Luffy has said numerous times he doesn't want to be considered a hero, but he's done some really good stuff that have really shown the true colors of the world government. And then after that, we saw what he did at Whole Cake Island, where he invaded a Yonko's territory. He was able to get the poneglyph, and not just get the poneglyph, he was able to beat one of Big Mom's top commanders. So now the world government, they're just thinking like, we got to find a way to stop Luffy because this guy has been like the headline news for so many different things, whether it be against Crocodile, Doflamingo, Dressrosa, Marineford, Ennis Lobby, Whole Cake Island. He's been news for so many things. And now in Wano, we're seeing that this whole huge war is possibly going to finish very soon because as we've seen from Luffy's allies, Kid and Law, they beat Big Mom, which is huge. And then now Luffy's facing Kaido for what, like the seventh, eighth time, and he's holding his own against Kaido to the point where the world government, the CPO members, they're starting to realize that hey, you need to take out Luffy because we do not want news heard of this man beating a Yonko, taking his territory, and making Wano free. Because so far throughout this whole arc, the world government, the CPO members, the Gorosei, they believe that Luffy and his crew were not going to be able to beat Kaido and his forces because as we remember from the beginning of this Onigashima raid battle, Kaido's group had like 30,000 more people, right, compared to Luffy's group. And now Luffy's group has more people that are active right now as opposed to Kaido's side because as we know, Queen has been taken out, King has been taken out, all the Toporopa members have been taken out, Big Mom has been taken out. That's a huge power that was just taken away due to all of the defeats at Wano. So it's just like the world government is seeing all of this and they're wondering like we gotta do something about Luffy because Luffy he's really about to change the game if he's able to defeat Kaido. Now let's talk about the possibility of Luffy now. If he's able to defeat Kaido after Wano, Luffy's gonna be on a whole different level. Like I feel like Luffy's gonna be on Yonko level if he beats Kaido after Wano because now the world government gonna see Luffy differently after Wano because now Luffy after Wano, he would have defeated Kaido, he would have made Wano his territory, he would have exposed what a Yonko has been doing this entire time, enslaving a whole country, making it closed off from the rest of the world. The world government would have known that all this was stopped by a pirate. And we know the world government hates pirates. When they see something like this being stopped by a pirate, it just makes them even more angry. And besides that, with Luffy defeating Kaido, having Wano become another one of his territory, Luffy's bounty is going to go up insanely high at the water. Like a whole lot of people, like I've had discussions with y'all on those two bounty videos in which we discuss what Luffy's bounty could be. A whole lot of y'all agree that Luffy's bounty might raise up to 4.5 billion berries because of the fact that so far Luffy's bounty has increased by 3 times each time. We had 30 million, then we had 100 million, then we had 300 million, then we had 500 million, then we had 1.5 billion. Like it goes up by like 3 times and who knows, man? It might go by 1.5 to 4.5 billion berries after Wano 2 because of the fact that Luffy beat a Yonko. And we're not just talking about a normal Yonko, man. Like this is gonna be the first major Yonko possible death in the series since Whitebeard. And Whitebeard's death was over 10 years ago in real life time. So if Luffy is able to defeat Kaido, it'll be huge news. And not just that, as I said before in previous videos, defeating the defeats of Kaido and Big Mom is going to disrupt the whole power system that we have in the One Piece storyline so far with the world government, the SSG that replaced the warlords, and then the Yonkos. If 2 Yonkos are done, then they're done. And it's gonna be huge news after Wano. But Luffy, man, he's going to be a much bigger threat after Wano because of the fact that he beat a Yonko, he freed a country, and not just that, that's a whole other allied group that he has there. He has Fishman Island, he has the Straw Hat Fleet, and now he has Wano as a part of his allied group too. It's amazing. It's amazing seeing how much Luffy's changing the world of One Piece so far. With all the stuff he's done from Alabasta all the way to Dressrosa, Marineford, Ennis Lobby to now where he's facing a Yonko and is possibly going to beat a Yonko. It's amazing to see. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you believe that Luffy's going to be a huge threat to the world government after Wano? Or do you believe that he's not going to be yet? I personally think he will because of the fact that a Yonko, he's going to defeat possibly the strongest character that we have in the series, that we know of right now in the series. that's been reigning for over 2 decades, and then making Wano his territory too, freeing the people of Wano is going to create a whole bunch of news around the world that Luffy took down a Yonko, Kid and Kid and Law took down a Yonko too, and the fact that the Straw Hats took down the Toporopo members and King and Queen. You know, Kaido's strongest pirates that are under him. It's going to create a huge buzz feed after Wano. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this short discussion video, please hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel as it helps out. And should you like to see more One Piece videos from me in the future, and I greatly appreciate it. And as I said before, hope y'all continue having a nice week, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.